Alright, while I'm here, I might want to start making some of the bad dishes. And good dishes.
Okay. Oh, came out okay.
What? Impossible! How did you not botch this? Don't tell me I have to have...
Okay.
I have to have a different party member.
It's technically edible.
Okay, good. Solid omelet. I guess it's a matter of luck where or not I get the unique version or worst version. Solid omelet. Dear me, I've never seen a dish quite like this before. I wonder what he's trying to use it for. Is he trying to poison someone? Since there's always a % chance of getting a not good, getting a normal and a bad version, I should save first. Be right back. Alright, after some cooking, I managed to get the best and worst for tomato sandwich. Obviously, Eustace and Machias were the ones responsible for this. I still am not sure how to get all of these. What am I missing? How do Elisa didn't manage to get the best version last time. Maybe she's the only one? I don't know. Shoot. Be nice if I could have the full party already, so I could do these recipes whenever I want.
Good.
Alright, Fee managed to make wild mix. Right, that's everything except for sweet cookie, and I'm gonna have to have both Emma and Elisa in the party just to be sure, I guess. Angie took me for a ride the other day, on her bike I mean. Hey, I kinda burned myself out on a bunch of work, but the ride made me feel a lot better. Which means I can get right back to making sure everyone on campus is happy today. And Crow, you're supposed to be here, right? He might be outside. Yeah. Yo, good to see you all ready for action this early in the morning. You're up awfully early yourself, aren't you? If I'd set a good example as you're a responsible upperclassman and send you guys a heartfelt Crow send-off. You kinda look like you're in for a rough time, though. Well, good luck either way. Surprisingly a cool souvenir when you get back. So nothing stresses him out, does it? Man, I'm tired. Now I remember why I'm not an early riser. Maybe I should head back to the dorm and get a little more shut-eye. You might want to reconsider that if you don't want to be late for class. Oh ho, you've got quite the group with you today. First we have the delicate, diligent beauty with the dynamite figure and the glasses you just want to fog right up. And then there's the petite, taciturn darling with the silver hair. I'd press my delicates on that ironing board. Oh, if only I could add the both of you to my wonderful harem. Creep. I can't believe you get to spend a few days with these lovely ladies under the guise of a field study. I'm so jealous I could just swap bodies with you. Wait, there's no point in going that far. I just follow you as soon as George finishes tuning up the bike. You're wearing them out, Angie. Plus I have to deal with Machias and Eustace, so it's not exactly that happy. You know, I ended up pulling an all-nighter since Angie demanded I tune up her orbital bike, again. Getting it up to the spec she wanted wasn't an easy job, believe me. That said, it should make for a great write-up for the Institute of Technology, so I can't gripe at her too much. Huh, that's interesting. I wonder if Machias is into all this engineering stuff. Alright, you're all heading off today, aren't you? Don't worry, I'm awake enough to give your ARCUS a look if it needs one. I don't have enough quartz to upgrade everyone's slots, though. I mean, I don't have enough Sepith. Yeah. I don't actually have that much quartz either. At least none of the ones I actually need. I'll just have to look for those Sepith chests in the next town. There's the cat from earlier. Oh, it's that cat from before. Ugh. Looks like she's still pretty cautious around me. Probably best to keep my distance in case she tries to scratch me again. What are you doing anyway? A cat? You can play petting zoo later. We need to hurry to the station. Oh right, sorry, I'll be right there. As it's the rocky road to friendship with felines, huh? Looks like you win today, cat, but I'll be back. And what about Radio Trista? No? I've done all I care to do in this place, so it's time to head on to the next town. Yes. Ah, you made it. Hey. Good morning. Are you leaving now too? Yeah, I'm hoping we'll be able to reach Bareahard before noon. Looks like you guys already have your tickets, huh? Yeah, the train to the capital should be arriving any minute now. Our destination, St. Arc, is about as far from Trista as yours, I believe. Yes, they're both about 5 hours from Trista by express train. I've never ridden on a train for so long before. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Guess they're the same as ever, huh? I'm amazed they're not sick of the whole ordeal by now. It's getting tedious. Fee. If anyone can do it, it's you, Reen. Do what? Get those two to make peace with one another. First you gotta make peace between yourself and Cassius. I couldn't make it work, but I suspect you might have a much better chance. Do you really think it's even? Passenger service bound for Heimdall, now arriving on platform 2. We ask that all passengers wishing to board please wait on the platform until the train has come to a complete stop. That's us. I'm afraid we've got to run. May Ideos be with you. Let's all do our very best. You bet. Take care, everyone. Bye. I guess we should buy our tickets and line up for Bareahard train then. Yes, let's. If we must. Though I'm loath to patronize a city so crawling with nobles. Yawn. I'm a businessman, and a somewhat well-known one if I do say so myself. They even know my name in Heimdall. While I'm certainly not wanting for Mira, I do wish it was a little easier to find some time to actually use it. If you could see the number of meetings on my schedule today, you'd know just why. Good morning, Class 7. Group A is headed to Bareahard today, correct? Yes, that's right. I believe there's a direct line that stops at Celtic, isn't there? Indeed, there is. Every other train heading east from here is the direct line. The next one will be arriving soon, so I'd suggest buying your tickets now. Certainly, that'll be 5 passengers for Bareahard. I'll have those tickets for you in just a moment. Alright, Celtic Bareahard, platform 2. Shall we review what we know about where we're going? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Would you mind giving us an overview, Eustace? You're from Bareahard City, after all. If that's what you want, I'll oblige. But are you sure you wouldn't rather hear from the group's finest intellectual minds instead? I'm sure he'd be able to give you a far more critical analysis, without any of the pro-noble bias I'm certain to interject. Grr. Are you suggesting I allow my views to cloud my ability to see things objectively? Oh, not at all. You're intelligent enough to score second on the entrance exam, after all. And you've spent your every waking moment since with your nose glued to a textbook, staying as if your life depended on it. So I'm sure your knowledge is vast in terms of book smarts, even if it is lacking in virtually every other regard. Why, you? Please, stop, both of you. Well, it's easy to see why he scored so miserably in last month's field study. Is he provoking them in order to force them to get along? What was that? Green? Last month, Group B got an E on their field study. If that had been a paper exam, it would have been a fail, and a low one too. Do you two really want that to happen again? Well... I hope you're not naively suggesting we just put aside all our differences and become best friends. Of course not. We were chosen to be in Class 7 because of our differences, in fact. We come from different backgrounds, so naturally we're going to have conflicting opinions and ways of looking at things. And no doubt we all have a few beliefs we're not willing to compromise on, no matter what. But that doesn't change the fact that for the next few days, we're all part of the same group. We're all partners. Green. I was wondering what you were getting at. You have to be joking. I refuse to accept the idea of that. I'm not saying we have to be friends, but we're in the same group and we're working toward the same objective. Let me try putting it another way. We're united against a common enemy, Group B, and unless we want to lose to them, we have to work together here. What? Green? I wouldn't have taken you to be the competitive type. Plus, they were technically your allies in the previous few rounds. Of course I am. I care about winning and losing just as much as the next guy, and get just as frustrated when other people hold me back. I'm jealous of how good your grades are, for example. All three of you. I feel like I'm losing the race and have to struggle to catch up. It was beyond frustrating when we lost against the instructor the other day. Ah. I see. There's no denying that she's strong. Incredibly strong, in fact. I don't know what kind of experience or training she's been through to become that way, but it's simply a fact. I just feel like if we'd been able to work together a little better, well, there's no way we could have won, but we probably could have done more than 55 damage. If we may have formed proper comment links with one another, we may have at least evened the odds a little. You would have. Sarah's only strong because she knows how to fight. If you'd been able to work together, you could have withstood her onslaught a little longer. You might not have won, but you wouldn't have really have lost either. Fee. Exactly. Elisa, Laura, and Elliot are all in the same group as last time. And Guy seems like the type who can work well with anyone. They'll be a strong team. Yeah, they'll be able to give their absolute best no matter what comes their way. Honestly, if we don't do something about our own shortcomings, their score could easily double ours. Enough, I get it already. It's not like I have much of a choice but to go along with your yay team attitude now, do I? Indeed, I would prefer not to cooperate with this farce. But I have no intention of staying by and accepting defeat. So you're saying, until this trip is over, we will call a truce. Agreed? Very well. The very notion of working under these circumstances is ludicrous, but I'm more than capable of enduring such idiocy if I must. The same goes for me. Sigh. Well, at least it seems they might actually try to cooperate with one another this time, right? That's a significant improvement over last month. I do feel a little better. This is an improvement? I shudder to think what things must have been like last time. Alright, here's what I can tell you. Bareahard is the most important city in the eastern Cruzan province. Its population is roughly 300k, making it relatively large even by municipal standards. The hilly region surrounding the city is inhabited by innumerable minks which are prized for their fur. Furthermore, the Cruzan province as a whole is also widely renowned for the high-quality gemstones mined there. Yes, gemstones and fur are regarded as Bareahard's two main specialties. There's even a part of the city dedicated solely to those who work with them, isn't there? That would be the Artisan Street in South Bareahard, yes. Large numbers of artisans gather there to prove their worth. There's a shop in Heimdall that specializes in gems produced in Bareahard as well. Of course, only nobles and the ridiculously wealthy have any reason to patronize it. Can't see myself ever going there. Which brings up perhaps the most important thing to note. A fact of which you are already quite aware but can't be stressed enough. Bareahard is, at its heart, a city of nobles. What's been said about it in that regard is no exaggeration. It's really true, huh? I've heard nobles don't actually make up the majority of the population, though. That's correct. However, from the Artisan Street to the enormous Provincial Army Guardhouse, to the central plaza with its giant cathedral, to the airport designed to handle the largest of airships, Bareahard is a city that was developed with the nobility and the Alberea household in particular at its center. So it really isn't an exaggeration then. I was surprised you're able to discuss your own family so objectively. There's no point in denying the truth. As long as we're in Bareahard, you'd be well advised to keep your usual anti-noble vitriol to yourself. Unless you fancy becoming very friendly with the provincial army at any rate. I know that. I can hold my tongue when I have to. Haha. Sigh. Is it bad I'm actually seeing this as kind of encouraging in a weird sort of way? It feels like we're making progress. Alright, burst save. I heard a blade can crash. I wasn't expecting to return to Bareahard so soon. It's been about 2 months now since we started at the academy. Guess it hasn't really been long enough yet for you to miss it, huh? Indeed. And 2 months is hardly enough time for anything to truly change. That's very true. Still, a city full of nobles. I get the feeling I'm going to need to be a lot more conscious of the things I say and do. Nobles do have quite a fixation with social standing and class. But we should try not to let it get to you. Just be yourself. If you exert too much energy in rating your every word and action, we won't be able to get anything done. That's good advice, thanks. If you have any more like it, I'm sure we'd be really appreciative. We'll be relying on your knowledge of the city. You're in good hands then. I hate having to cooperate with him, but I don't want to be the one responsible for losing the Group B. I suppose I'll call a truce with you too. I'd almost forgotten that Machias had a problem with me. Listen, I'm sorry about... I don't actually think you're a deceitful noble sympathizer, so there's no need to say anything. But don't get the wrong idea. I'm only agreeing to a truce. I haven't completely forgiven you for what you did. That's more than enough. Thanks, Machias. Why would you thank me? Looks like he really doesn't hate me after all. If only I could find some way to make up with him already. Thank you so much, Reen. I knew Gaius was right about you. What do you mean? At the station he said, if anyone can do it, it's you, remember? I didn't do anything special, though. I just gave them my honest opinion. And that's exactly why I think you were able to successfully convince them. I guess it's up to us now to make sure we don't let the group down. We won't, I'm sure of it. What are you two whispering about? It's rather suspicious. Nothing at all. Stare. Is something the matter? I underestimated you, a little. Thanks I guess. Still, the hard part will be keeping this up for the whole of our field study. We're going to need to get a whole lot stronger if we want to have a better chance against the instructor next time. If you want to beat Sarah, a little extra training won't be enough. True, we were completely outclassed by her last time. I wonder what sort of regimen she underwent to wind up so strong. It's just who she is. Sounds like Fee knows something. Maybe we can get her to open up a bit more someday. Okay, I'm done here. Stop talking and get on with the story. Oh. We've passed through the granary region. What a beautiful view. Look, you can see a few steeples in the distance. That's Bareahard. Indeed, we should be there in roughly an hour now. We may yet arrive by noon after all. Lord Eustace. Is that the provincial army? Oh no, those are the...
Welcome back to Bareahard.
Oh, the station workers.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
Amazing.
I can't believe all the station employees would abandon their duties to come and welcome him.
He's a real VIP.
I've returned here as a student of Thors Military Academy to conduct a field study. I believe you were informed that this manner of excessive welcome is neither necessary nor desired. Were you not? Well, yes, but...
You're a child of the Alberea household. If anything, we should be apologizing for not giving you an even greater welcome. Please, allow me to carry your luggage.
We would be honored to carry the belongings of your classmates as well.
That won't be necessary.
Huh? Lord Rufus? Rufus? What?
My beloved brother, it's a pleasure to see you again. To think it's been 3 months. Where did the time go? I wasn't expecting to reunite with you so soon, but I'm delighted to have the opportunity.
As am I. You seem well.
I take it these are your fellow members of Class 7?
Yes, that's correct.
You know about us?
Of course. I've read all about you in my brother's letters.
He writes about us?
Where are my manners, though? My name is Rufus Alberea. Eustace is my younger brother. You needn't hide your shock. It would come as no surprise at all to learn that my brother has never once mentioned me.
Ouch.
He is, after all, quite easily embarrassed.
That's not...
He's being toyed with.
I can hardly believe my ears. What happened to the arrogant young upstart we've come to know and mostly tolerate?
Ah, but I digress. This is no time for idle chatter. I came to escort you to your lodgings for the weekend.
Wait, you don't mean...
The car is parked outside. Welcome to the verdant city of Bareahard. I hope you enjoy your stay, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Bareahard, the verdant city.
see. So the one responsible for selecting our tasks this time around was...
Indeed. I selected them on behalf of my father. Allow me to present you with this.
And what do we have here? Field site envelope.
Thank you.
It really is a fascinating coincidence. I never imagined my younger brother would become classmates with the son of Lord Schwarzer.
You know my father?
Certainly. Baron Theo Schwarzer is an old acquaintance of mine. Many years ago, I accompanied him to a falconry competition held in the suburbs of Heimdall. He taught me much about the practice and its etiquette. Why, that must have been 10 years ago now. Is he doing well these days?
Yes, he's quite well, and still just as fond of hunting as ever.
Splendid, splendid. And you must be the son of Governor Regnitz, no?
That's correct. I'm surprised you knew.
Indeed. I encounter him quite often when taking care of official matters in the capital. Though our positions may be different, he has given me excellent advice in the past. I feel it must be fate that you two would end up in my younger brother's class. Please do try and get along with him.
Yeah, that's gonna take a while.
I will consider the possibility with an open mind.
Wonderful. And I would be remiss if I were not to acknowledge our two beautiful ladies. No doubt your presence brings a touch of elegance to my younger brother's academic life.
Oh, I'm honored you would say so. It's nothing like that.
Can we please stop discussing me? And when you say lodgings, you can't possibly be referring to...
Are we gonna be staying in his house?
Need you even ask? Naturally, you'll all be staying at the Albarea family mansion.
Whoa.
But...
I jest. Father's instructions were that I should do with you as I wish.
We're probably just gonna stay at the hotel or inn or something.
So, considering the circumstances of your visit, I've had a hotel room prepared. That way you'll be able to concentrate more easily on your field study, no?
Oh, thank you. Truly appreciate it.
I'm afraid we'll need to end our charming repartee here, however. For I can see your hotel coming into view now.
Thank you for the escort. And thank you very much for arranging a hotel for us. We're truly grateful for your kindness. I will think nothing of it. Under ordinary circumstances, I would have invited you to a banquet this evening. But unfortunately, I have business I must attend to in Heimdall after we've finished here. In Heimdall, will you be going by airship? Indeed, I'm representing our father. Don't tell me you're going to be all lonely and blue without me. So I surely you jest. He may not be the most affable person, but please, do try to extend your kindness to my brother. May the goddess's blessings be with you. I pray that your field study activities are fruitful. So that was Rufus Albarea. I've heard rumors about him. They say he's the ace of the noble faction. Meeting him in person, it's easy to see where the reputation originated. He seemed like a rather charming person, projecting both intelligence and kindness. Yeah, he made a point of showing consideration for my dad too, even though he's a low-ranking noble. And he effortlessly thrust Juices into the role of cute little brother. Humph, I would have preferred you not to have seen that. Though I must admit, I wasn't expecting him to leave Bareahard just as we arrived. How unfortunate. What do you mean? Nothing that concerns you. We should check in at the hotel and begin our work. Wait! Come on, let's go drop off our things. Yes, that sounds like a good idea, though the thought of actually staying in a hotel this high class is kind of intimidating. Off we go. It's truly an honor that our humble establishment should have the opportunity to greet a member of the esteemed dukes. Spare me the formalities. We came merely to drop off our belongings, after which point we will be leaving again immediately. Please show us to our rooms. As you wish. If you'll allow me to escort you to the western wing, then we have a fine suite prepared for you. We have individual rooms reserved for each of your classmates as well. Wait, I believe I told you before that we're here solely for our studies. This excessive hospitality is neither required nor appreciated. But Lord Eustace, I must insist. Don't make me repeat myself. We require only 2 rooms, one for the boys and one for the girls. Will that be okay with you all? That works for me. It's more than enough. It's fine. Of course, we're students. We should be treated as such. Sorry, we can finally start working on our field study tasks now, I think. Good, we've wasted more than enough time as it is. Now, let's crack open the envelope, shall we? Alright, here goes. Field study day 1, assigned tasks. Canyon monster, fate spinner. Was that always considered a boss? I thought it was a normal enemy at some point. Sometimes bosses get demoted to regular enemies, so that wouldn't be too surprising. Put a ring on it. We have to find a semi-precious stone. Addicted to bath salts. Sayer is defined as a 100 salt radius around North and East Bareahard. Each student must record his or her activities daily to be remitted to the instructor upon request. One request from a noble followed by one from an artisan. That should certainly keep things interesting. Yeah, they seem to have struck the perfect balance here. The monster one sounds irritating. What do they mean by report to Oryx Fort on this one? Oryx Fort sits on the opposite side of Oryx Canyon. It's a provincial army base originally built in the Middle Ages. The request must have come from there. Sounds like trouble to me. We should probably save that one for last, just to be on the safe side. I advise that regardless. The path through the canyon is long and treacherous. We should complete our art task before we venture out that way, lest we run out of time. Yes, let's do that. Fine with me. I have no objections either. Alright then, let's get started. I'm sure Lisa and the others are working hard on their own tasks as we speak, and we can't let them beat us. So let's give this our all. Right. Okay. Of course. I give you my word. Here's our... Okay, I can rest in either of the rooms this time. Is there a place where I can buy food? Please accept my apologies for what happened earlier. We plan on holding a small banquet to make up for it, so please. As I have told you countless times, treat us just like your other guests. However, it is our policy to... Must I repeat myself? Understood. His family really is influential, aren't they? Perhaps a bit too much in this case. If you can tell that they like to fly about. I'm pleased to have the opportunity to serve you, Lord Eustace. We pride ourselves on excellent customer service here at the Hotel Esmeralda. As such, please feel free to request anything that you may need. It's a pleasure to be graced with your presence today, Lord Eustace. There's no need to be so formal. My apologies. I happen to be used to serving nobles at this point, but I was told to ensure that I do not cause you any trouble. So this is the power of someone from the 4 great houses, huh? Quiet you. Should I just serve him like anyone else then? Is there any place for me to get food? Maybe I have to go to a restaurant area. Whoa, there's NPCs? I'm guessing if we had accepted their offer for the nicer rooms, we would have gotten this one. Nerve-wracking indeed. Okay, this place does not have its own... does not have any food shops, so... Okay, there's a restaurant over there I could use, I suppose. Factory. Well, if it isn't Lord Eustace, what are you doing here? That's quite the greeting. My brother made mention of the fact that you would be in charge of our ARCUS, is that correct? It is. I appreciate if he didn't expect an old guy like me to get used to all this new technology, though. But seeing as it's Lord Rufus we're talking about, I'm willing to look past the inconvenience. Regardless, at least allow me to offer my apologies. Hurry up and tell me your business then. I've got plenty of other things to be doing. Yikes. So any new quartz? A few. Earth pulse. I wish they really need to give us Curia already. Impassion. Chrono Drive. This one's a really good one. Fee already has it on her own master quartz. Silver Thorn. Confusion. Now I can give them a taste of their own medicine. Dark Matter. Well, there's some pretty nice arts this time. But I really need to farm some Sepith first. I may have to open up a few of those Shining Palm tickets. Yeah, Shining Palm bait. May have to use that. This is the restaurant. It's pretty big. I feel like we're a little out of place here. And yet this place pales in comparison to the restaurants dedicated to nobles. I used to come here frequently before I started attending the academy. Huh, it must be good if you're a regular. It must be a gathering place for haughty nobles too, then. Feel free to wait outside for us if you wish. I'll have to give my regards to the owner as well. What? Was that a slight smile I saw there? Welcome to the sorcery. Allow me to... Oh, it's Lord Eustace. I didn't even notice it was you because of your school uniform. But I'm in my casuals. I see I haven't changed much. But of course. I'm still going at it with my cooking study, so please feel free to give some of my dishes a try. Okay. I really need a new recipe sometime soon. Oh, hello, Lord Eustace. It's been a while. One of my assignments at the academy has led me to return here briefly. So I saw fit to show my face here. Things seem to be going well for you there, I'm glad. I assume you must all be Lord Eustace's classmates then. I'm pleased to see that you've been able to make so many friends at the academy. They're only classmates, not friends. They look close. Yeah, I don't think you'd get this close to someone just by frequenting their restaurant, though. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hammond, and I'm the owner and head chef of this restaurant. I intend on continuing to deliver the highest quality of food, so I hope you'll be able to stop by. Okay. Good day, Lord Eustace. Everyone knows Eustace here, huh? It's always an honor to have your patronage here. Please take your time and peruse our selection. Cozy socks? Wait, that's it? I could use a new boot upgrade for Reen, even if it lowers his speed a bit. I do need him to have some decent defense. May have to swap out to, seriously, I probably should have spent more time trying to buy some anti-status gear earlier in the academy, but I didn't want to run out of money before I got here. So many things to consider. Oh, good day, Lord Eustace. It's always such an honor for us to serve the needs of the Bareahard family. There happen to be an issue with any of our products, perhaps? Oh, I see. This is the store where we get our furnishings from, isn't it? Worry not. I'm here on personal business today. Understood. If that's the case, then please take your time. That was quite the conversation. Seems like they like to flaunt their influence all over the town. Oh, good. There are status equipments here. Good. I need to get a frog strap, but I'm running low on money now. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to do some farming off screen. And what about weapons? Is there a weapon shop anywhere around here? Maybe upstairs? Ah, I think yeah, that looks like a weapon shop, but... Welcome, I assume you're Lord Eustace's classmates? We have a wide range of arms and horse tack in stock here, so feel free to take your time and use them. I wasn't expecting there to be a horse tack here as well. It's almost like it's a store specifically for horseback riding. But there's also guns and swords here. Indeed, horseback riding and hunting are both still popular here after all. This also happens to be the best store for hunting related tools too. It's an honor to hear those words from Lord Eustace himself. We also have a range of arms manufactured by the Rainford Company, should you be interested in those. Oh man, I'm running low on... no. Oh no, my wallet. Oh, it's Lord Eustace, it's Lord Eustace. Wow, it really is. I'm sorry we didn't notice you, we were just reading a book. Worry not, I see you're still taking good care of your brother. Mom and Dad are working at the mansion again, so the two of us end up alone during the afternoon. That's why we're both waiting here for them to finish. Guess what? I know how to wait patiently now. Is that so? You're both worthy of praise then. Yay! Hehe, thank you. I have to leave now, but be sure to watch out for cars. Don't run out onto the road either. We'll be careful. Bye-bye. He's popular with kids, isn't he? No one expected this. Will you care to give us your thoughts on this, Cassius? Not really, no. Besides, he's still far too blunt, even with the children. Cease your gibbering. We have business to attend to. Well, I won't be getting back until late tonight. But I was able to wait patiently to do this, so it's fine. It's all I see you, Lord Eustace. I wonder what his relationship is with them. Oh shoot! I have to wait till day 2 to get the book from her. Never mind. Let's see. I have to go to residence number 2 to get to... What the? Some kind of question mark on the map. What the heck is that all about? Is that a glitch? Huh? The heck is... going on here? It's a sewer area. Alright. Central Plaza. Is there a residence? Noble... Wait, I see a chest. Can I get to it from here? Yes.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Oh, come on! I guess I have to go through the sewers to get there.
This looks like a nice spot.
Okay, now I'm at Bareahard Residence 2. I need to apparently get... okay, according to this, on day 1 I can get... What is it? No, wrong page. Wait. Savory tea. Talk to Lorna. See, is that her? Yes. Whew, I certainly would appreciate being able to sit down and enjoy some tea right now. I happen to know how to brew some delicious herb tea too. Here, allow me to teach you how to make it too. Okay, who's got the affinities for... Oh no, healthy liquor. I better wait until I'm a little richer for this one. Okay. I have the frog strap. Good for caster types like her, I guess. Let's see, I need to go to that green point for the bath salts quest. Station Street. Was it? No. There, near the restaurant. Okay. Give me your quest. Excuse me, can we talk to you for a minute? Ah, might those uniforms be from Thors Military Academy? I assume you must be the students Lord Rufus mentioned, then. What's this all about? Lord Rufus asked me to give some work to some students who came along here for some manner of a field study, you see. Well, in truth, we asked my father first, but he's as busy as he ever was. So the request was passed on to his heir, in other words, to me. Oh ho, that sounds very interesting. Doesn't it? Now, take a guess as to what I came up with. Oh, you're such a tease. Might I have some time to think about it? So what exactly was your request? You dare interrupt our conversation? So you commoners surely have no courtesy, do you? It's only natural to wait for those superior to you to finish their oh my. What's the matter? Lord Eustace, I had no idea you were here with these commoners. Well, I am. Do you still wish for us to remain quiet when you continue with this nonsense? Of course not. We would never be so crass. I could get used to this. Why couldn't he just stand where they could see him in the first place? Well, what is it that you're looking for? Your request stated you wanted some kind of bath salt? Well, you see, I'd like to request that you procure some pink salt for us. I see, that's a rather difficult request. Fret not then, I can change the request if you wish. That won't be necessary. A request is a request. Is it that hard to find? That's not the issue. We need to make our way through the canyon to the east to find it, much like we need to do for that monster. Man, these guys purposely chose a really difficult quest, and then tried to back off as soon as they saw Eustace. Huh? Not very good quest givers, are they? Closer to the Oryx fort than it is to the sea, so it won't be an easy journey. Oh, I see. Why are they putting salt in the bath though? Putting salt in the bath water warms the body. I don't really care for it, but it seems to have some positive health effects. Sounds like something only nobles could afford to do. Well, either way, we know exactly where we need to go now. Yeah, let's get the request from Artisan Street settled before making our way over there, though. I assume this is Bareahard's guardhouse? Indeed it is. So this is where your family's personal army hangs out. There's no need to be so blunt, Fee. She's not wrong. My family is responsible for the army's upkeep and operations, after all, and it's quite leveraged for our benefit. Lord Eustace! Welcome back! Here we go again. It's an honor to be able to see you again. Is there something we can help you with? Not as such. However, I did happen to hear about your activities in Keldic. Might you care to explain the army's questionable actions of late? Well, we weren't aware of such things. Useless. Fine. However, be sure not to forget your duty as what your duty as soldiers is. Understood? Understood. Please take care. Useless. I guess that was about what happened during Group A's last field study. Indeed, not that I expect this to have any effect whatsoever. Let us return to the task at hand. Yeah. We don't need you ordering us around. Oh yeah, I didn't show off some of the active voices in this city. Fortunately, it looks like I still have. It looks like I still managed to save some of them in this log. So where's the street? Yep, Reen keeps repeating this every time I get to a fishing spot. At the bookstore, there's more Carnelia reprints. I wish they were less than 100 though. Every bit of Mira seems to really screw me over in the long run. Alright, I'm gonna go pick up the quest at Turner's Jewelers. So what you're saying is any minute now. Indeed, we shouldn't have to wait long. Oh, it looks like he's with a customer right now. What should we do? Should we return later? Judging by the uniform, you're... Ah, and I see Lord Eustace is with you too. Welcome to our store. Have you come regarding the field study request? We have, but I'd ask that you please refrain from giving us any special treatment on my account. If our timing is inconvenient for you, we're quite amenable to returning at a later hour. No, it's the opposite in fact. We were just discussing you as it happens. Alright then. Wait, you were discussing us? Does that mean... Of course, if you allow me to explain. This is Bengt, a tourist currently staying here in Bareahard. He's the one responsible for the quest that brought you here. I see, I'm going to be getting married in the near future. And I came here to inquire about having a wedding ring made. The artisans of Bareahard are renowned far and wide for their skill with gem processing, so it seemed the ideal choice. So you've made what I presume to be a substantial journey in search of the perfect ring. Heh, it's a wonderfully romantic thing to do, isn't it? There's no denying the quality of the jewels one can procure here, but they don't come cheap. That's exactly right, unfortunately. Buying one of the local gemstones on my income isn't very plausible. And a septium ring especially is out of the question. I quickly realized how impulsive I'd been and had almost given up. But then I consulted with Bruck here on whether or not I had any chance of finding a good deal, and he gave me a really good idea. Oh? That's right, a precious stone might be out of his budget, but there are stones just as beautiful that are a whole lot cheaper. Semi-precious stones, if you will. The name's pretty self-explanatory. I suggested we make a ring for him using one, specifically a gem known as Dryad's Tear. I'm not familiar with that one. I think I may have heard of it actually. It's made from a very particular tree sap that hardens like stone after being exposed to air for a long time. And it has a translucent shine to it that people say is easily equal of septium. That's the one. I'm surprised you know so much about it. Guess you're an expert on jewels as well, huh? That's our Emma. It's just a personal interest of mine. So does that mean the reason you call us here is... Exactly, I'd like you to go collect one of the Dryad's Tears for my client. Fortunately for you, many of the trees that the tears can be harvested from grow on the North Cruzen Highway. But even though it only qualifies as semi-precious, it's still a pretty rare gem. So finding one might not be an easy task. Well then, I suppose we'll just have to buckle down and look. It may not be quite the challenge our dear friend here has made out to be, you know. Huh? Blue blonde? The innocent wood nymph's tear that you seek. How would you respond if I were to say that I saw one with my own eyes mere moments ago? Who's this guy? Do you know him, Eustace? I can't say I recall ever meeting him before, no. Haha, gracious, how terribly impolite of me not to introduce myself before speaking. He's not even trying to hide it! My name is Baron Blue Blonde. It's a true pleasure to make your acquaintance. From painting, sculptures, and the finest of arts to the most delicately detailed crafts, I am a connoisseur and lover of beauty, craftsmanship, and artistry in all their many splendid forms. I see. He seems a little off-puttingly eccentric. But that's enough about myself. I hear you're seeking a Dryad's Tear? Yes, that's right. You say you saw one moments ago? Are you certain? My dear lady, I would never dream of lying about matters of beauty. I beheld the light which you seek on the Northern Highway. Of that I am most certain. And yet I must confess that my knowledge of the area is not so great that I would be able to share its exact location. Though perhaps that's the way it should be. After all, brilliant light has meaning only when one grasps it with his own two hands. You don't say. Guy's manner of speech is irritating. So is the content of his words. Now, let's hear him out. Well, we're certainly appreciative for the information. May I ask why you're telling us all of this, though? Perhaps it's the spirit of inquisitiveness that drives you to seek a beauty Mira cannot buy. It moves me so, and being the generous man that I am, I deign to extend an olive branch. Is that sufficient enough reason for you? Sure? Well, we'll know soon enough if he's telling the truth. Yes, we need to begin our search. We can choose to follow his lead, unspecific as it may be, or disregard it entirely. I think our chances are about equal either way. Well, we'll be leaving now. Hopefully you'll see us back soon enough with the Dryad's Tear in tow. Good luck. I appreciate it. Good day to you. Put a ring on it started. The answer you seek lies on the Northern Highway. Go, behold the innocent wood nymph's tear with your own eyes. Even his outfit is completely the same, other than not having a mask on. I guess it only works because no one here has ever run to Ouroboros yet. Alright, I'm on the North Cruisin' Highway now. Seems there's a fishing spot up there I could take a look at. Maybe I can get my the final beginner rod fish. Oh boy. What the heck is that thing? It looks like a snake in a pot.
Advantage is ours.
My turn.
Egg snake. Weak to water and wind.
Alright, let's...
I'll handle
I got her a weapon upgrade, so she should be able to deal decent damage, hopefully.
I'll handle this.
Ah.
Okay. Analyzing the enemy's vitals. I'll handle it.
Go.
Alright. Motivate one more time.
Okay.
Very well.
Rapid thrust. Finish it!
I wouldn't expect anything less.
The heck is that thing?
Let's get this over with.
My turn.
Green raccoon?
All right, let's do this.
I'll handle it.
Sweet.
Target locked. Now.
Gotcha.
I'll handle this.
See, any way to hit 3 of them at once?
ARCUS, activate.
It's my turn.
That's right, his comes with AoE by default.
My turn. Target locked.
Right. Go.
Arc slash. Oh, nice.
Go.
Okay. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Alright. This is gonna take a while to farm, isn't it?
Oh, a lake. It looks so pretty.
We can't go down there though. Oh well. And up on this hill should be how do I get right there? There it is, the sap. It's so pretty. I'd say this is it. Alright, let's see if we can remove it without causing any damage. Got Dryad's Tear. You can see right through it. Its radiance truly is the equal of Septium, just as the rumors said. Yes, I'm certain this will make for an exquisite ring. I can hardly wait to see the expression on Benk's face when we show it to him. Although this does mean that the Baron was telling the truth. Yeah. We still have no idea why he went out of his way to tell us. There's no point in worrying about that now. We got what we came for. Yup, time to go. Let's go give this to Benk then. Okay, here's the reviving balm. Let's see. Still need to get that Recuria. Is that a quartz I can get? Oh, I'll see soon enough.
Eat that. Eat that.
Okay, it's not a monster chest. That's a good
I'll
thing.
handle this.
Go.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
Now's our chance.
Recuria, that's a wind type. What does it do? Cures abnormal status effects in an area. Except for KO.
Starbridge. Beyond here is out of bounds for our field study.
Yeah.
This looks like a nice spot.
I mean, we can't go beyond this point.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Alright, increase my fishing rank. Brown Angler. That means I can go get the next rod once I return to the academy and talk to the Lake Lord guy. Alright, learn an AoE skill for Eustace. Strangely, it's a magic type attack. Alright, Emma now has an attack craft. Release several magical blades. Also lowers ATS. Might be good against magic using enemies. Whoa, as soon as I tried to return to town, a bunch of tanks came in. Well, not really tanks, they don't have treads. Armored vehicles, I guess. What are they all doing? That wasn't the emblem of the Cruisin province, wasn't it? Are they part of the provincial army? I suspect they're members of a unit stationed in Keldic. They're likely on their way to rendezvous with the main unit in Bareahard. Makes sense, I've never seen those vehicles accompanying them before, though. Rainford's latest model of light armored transport, from the looks of it. They lack the firepower of a tank, but make up for it in maneuverability. They must have spent a small fortune on those. You certainly seem to know a lot about them, Fee. Suppose so. Regardless, we have no reason to linger here. We should return to Bareahard ourselves. Yeah, you're right. Alright, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe.